Hi everyone, Shannon coming at you today. Decided to clean my messy desk today. It's gotten a little out of control, as you can see from all my mess. And this is my public service announcement to clean out your desk containers, like your hold it all thingies like this. Or I'm going to scan over here on the back of my desk. I have these totally Tiffany storage containers that are tiered stands, and they are like chock full of stuff that today I discovered are things that I hardly ever touch. So, like for example, let me move this guy out of the way. This basket of stuff right here. I'm gonna tip it up to show you because I'm not an ace at this filming stuff yet. But anyways, these are things that I just don't use that often. This is an extra hand lotion. I do use hand lotion a lot, but I have a big jar, a big container over here. Oh, actually, you know what? I'm going to take that little container and move that over there and take my super giant container and store that somewhere else. So that's going to go probably back in my bathroom. But these are some of the things that I've pulled out so far, okay? Um, this thingy is going to stay. This is my little, pick me up at night when I need just a little bit of ticklies, and it stays on my desk. So that's going to go back over there on my Totally Tiffany thing later, but I'll move it aside for now. But I wanted to show you, like these cleaners. Fusion cleaner from Fun Stamper's Journey that is a couple years old, but I still use it, but I just don't use it every day. Stays on cleaner. I hardly ever use that. I need it, but again, not every day. A Stamp and Mist. I rarely use that now too. I mostly just use water. This is Stamp and Craft. It's a cleaner. Let me see. This is a container of like little nail files. Oops, I'm out of screenshot. Sorry, a container of nail files. I have a bunch. I don't need them all on my desk. These again, the same thing. A whole bunch of nail files, large and small. An actual, I don't even know what this is. Some kind of a big, I don't know, weird technical looking file, but I don't need it on my desk every day. Things like that. So what I'm doing is, and my point of this little blurb video is, look, I even had like a little diffuser thingy on here. I don't need this on my desk. I don't use this here in my room every day. It doesn't have to stay here. The stuff on your desk that is within arm's reach should mostly be things that you use and you touch every single day for your crafting. Desk space, especially when you're in a small craft room like I am, desk space and within arm reach space should be for premium stuff, premium items that you use every single day. So, like I said, I'm going to take this little basket of stuff. I'm going to put it aside. Things that you use every day. Your glue sticks, okay? Those are going to go over here in my little Totally Tiffany shelf because I do use those every day. Something else that I already put here is my little bottles of glue. I need to go through them and refill them. That's also on my to-do list today for my lazy Sunday. But these kind of things you use every single day. What else do I use? Let me see. If you have space, things like your ink pads and daubers that you use for distressing your edges and sponging your edges. These are things that you use every single day, all the time. So those are things that should occupy the premium space that is within reach on your desk surface. This, and I know you kind of have to sit down and you got to pick up an item and look at it and say, do I use this every single day? Do I use this daily? Do I use this weekly? Do I use this monthly? And then you can determine where it needs to go and how far away from your desk it can go. If it's something you use once a week, well, maybe you don't want it on your desk, but maybe you want it across the room on a shelf in a basket. See what I mean? So kind of like that. it just will help keep your desk area a little bit less cluttered and hopefully give you more room for your creative space and for laying things down when you're working on projects, and so that you will have space off to the side to assemble things to start a project. Because I know I'm the same. We craft and we craft and we craft, and we start out, after we've cleaned our space, we start out with a big area, and then this area just gets smaller and smaller and smaller until we're literally working within like a 6-inch space. And it's like, oh my gosh, I have no room, I have nowhere to put anything, and we're literally having to put things on the floor. So this is my purpose for my little thing today. These kind of containers, this is my like pen long stand-up thing containers, has my ruler and stuff in it. This is my announcement for today, and my point of this video is, on a Sunday when you don't have a lot on your schedule, and maybe do this once a month might even be a good idea, or once every 2 weeks might even be a better idea, because I know how fast we can all get our desks really cluttered. But take some lazy time when you just don't feel like crafting and clean this stuff up. Sit at your desk, look around, look in front of you, look behind you, look to your left, look to your right, and think, look at what is there, and seriously think about, does that need to be there? Is there somewhere else I could put it? Because if it's something that you don't use every day or need to have very close by, chances are it can be stored somewhere else, and you can free up available space for something that is much more important that you use every single day. Even if it's, say, your die cutting machine, your little mini die cutting machine, like something like this, and it's plates, and it's not something you use every day, but you use it weekly. But if you find a spot that you've cleaned out from something that has been sitting there for months and months and not been touched, and you can clean that space and move that item, that's it, or to a basket further away from your desk because you haven't used it in forever, it frees up a space for important things like this that you do need to use maybe once a week or every day. And it will give you the space to put that when it's not actually in use on your desk, but it's still close by. So, just a little short one for you today. I haven't been around for a while. I've been pretty busy vacationing and getting ready to go on yet another vacation soon at the beginning of September. So I haven't done any videos, and most of the crafting that I've been doing has been not really crafting per se. It's been more getting ready to craft, doing things like this, organizing, purging, and going through stuff. So anywho, that's it for today. I hope you guys all have a great rest of the week that's coming up, and see you next time. Take care. Bye.